You know what? Let me give you my statistical analysis. There's a 100% chance that you're gonna be somebody's 10 years of this. You know what that is? That's a big black man on your You, too late. He done tagged the next guy in. That's like a rabbit. Oh, I like his hair. He's breathing on you. That's disgusting. You deserve everything you're getting. Good luck on survival, sir.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. Weaponized autism is a blessing and a curse. It's a curse because we're able to remember every detail we've ever learned about Jeffrey Epstein. And it's a blessing because, well, we're able to remember everything that's ever been said by the people who are in charge of the Jeffrey Epstein documents and list, photographs, and videos right now, including President Trump, who started his presidential campaign 10 years ago by announcing that Bill Clinton is on the Jeffrey Epstein list.
Bill Clinton.
Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of problems.
This was Donald Trump 10 years ago at CPAC being interviewed by Sean Hannity. And nobody even knew what was going, Sean Hannity didn't know how to respond to that. Nobody was really talking about Jeffrey Epstein at that time. And Donald Trump's like, Bill Clinton is a freaking predator and we're going to expose it all. Predators didn't like that. And in the subsequent years, predators like P. Diddy decided to say this about Donald Trump.
White men like Trump need to be banished. That way of thinking is real dangerous.
Oh, yeah. So Diddy, who's now in federal lockup for being as bad as Epstein, right? Like maybe worse. Who knows? Sure, it would be nice to actually know. Saying that white men like Trump need to be banished. Why would Diddy want Trump banished exactly? Well, because President Trump, when asked if he's going to release the Diddy and Epstein lists, says this.
It's very interesting, isn't it? Probably will be, by the way. Probably.
So if you're able to, you'll be...
Yeah, I'd certainly take a look at it. Now, Kennedy's interesting because it's so many years ago. You know, they do that for danger, too, because, you know, endangers certain people, et cetera, et cetera. So Kennedy is very different from the Epstein thing. But, yeah, I'd be inclined to do the Epstein. I'd have no problem with it.
Yeah, I'd be inclined to release the Epstein list. President Trump is the only person that actually fought on behalf of the victims against Jeffrey Epstein in Palm Beach when he actually caught a case. Jeffrey Epstein was put in prison and was found guilty, much like Diddy is about to be found guilty, and he's currently in prison for similar crimes. So you can imagine there's an entire group of people that don't want Donald Trump to get elected and that didn't want Donald Trump to appoint people like Kash Patel. Kash Patel saying that the first thing he wants to declassify are the Epstein list, or maybe give them the Diddy list. He said this on our program. Wow. This is the person that Donald Trump has put in charge of the FBI. Kash Patel on regular occasions saying the Epstein list and the Diddy list. Put on your big boy pants and let us know who the pedophiles are. President Trump saying he wants these lists out. Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, saying she wants these lists to be made public. Pam Bondi is the person who's responsible for the death penalty for child predators here in the state of Florida. In fact, Pam Bondi just told us a day ago in Washington, D.C. that she is planning on releasing the Epstein list and that it's sitting on her desk right now.
Hey guys, something Kash has talked about a lot, and you have, when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein and the people who are predators in this country. Yeah. They've been given a pass, and a lot of Americans think these guys have got a pass for a long time, and maybe even are still being protected right now. Where are we at with the Jeffrey Epstein list, the documents? And Kash has made a lot of public statements about this. Where are we at?
I was briefed on that yesterday. I can't talk about that publicly, but you know, President Trump has given a very strong directive, and that's going to be followed.
Wow. Okay. So
a lot of documents.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So people can expect actual movement on this. It's not just empty promises.
Oh, Donald Trump doesn't make empty promises.
Yeah, right.
I think promises made, promises.
Promises made, promises kept, and the promises keep on being kept. FBI Director welcomes Dan Bongino as Deputy Director. A cop's cop who's openly talked about Jeffrey Epstein being a foreign agent and how the people who are abusing children, ladies and gentlemen, are oftentimes working with the intelligence agencies. Whoo, baby! All of that in the lead up to Diddy's lawyer quitting. Well. So you have an entire federal government that is now going to be weaponized against predator and pedo cults against children. And then suddenly, Diddy's lawyer, who once defended Osama bin Laden, it's incredible, we'll get to that in just a second, has said under no circumstances can he go on defending Diddy and quits. As soon as Kash, Bongino, Trump, and Pam Bondi get in there, he says, I'm done. It's over. All right, let's go ahead and read. Diddy faces fresh crisis as his lawyer, Tony Rico, quits rapper's case with very mysterious statements. Sean Diddy Combs is facing a fresh crisis as his lawyer, Anthony Rico, stepped down from his legal team with a cryptic statement in a motion to withdraw counsel filed in New York on Thursday. Rico said, under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel for Sean Combs. Not something normal that a lawyer says. Sometimes people swap lawyers, but the lawyers don't, the defense lawyers, whose sole purpose for being is, innocence until proven guilty, they often don't sound like this. Under no circumstances can I continue? What did he see? Maybe he saw what we're all going to see now that Bongino and Kash are in charge. The notice added to discussions that had been had with lead counsel, and Rico noted the motion was filed. Rico said that he would be providing no details to support the application, adding that the government prosecutors had been notified and didn't take a stance. He said that he will be standing down as a result to delay in the current schedule of Combs set trial in May. Combs has had the same lead counsel in the case since his homes in Miami and LA were raided. Daily Mail has approached Rico for comment. Would you look at that? So this is Anthony Rico saying that he will exit the case and under no circumstances can continue. Combs, 55, remains locked up in Brooklyn's infamous Metropolitan Detention Center. He's federally charged with racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution, all the things that Jeffrey Epstein was charged with. The rapper has been accused of arranging freak-offs, described as elaborate, produced sex performances. Prosecutors say he arranged the direction of these performances, and he recorded them, and other degeneracy. He also pleaded not guilty to the charges, coerced and abused women for years. Prosecutors say that he also silenced victims through blackmail and violence, literal violence on TV. You can see him running down hallways and beating women. On top of the impending trial, he's facing dozens of lawsuits. Individuals say that they were harmed and exploited by him. Goodness gracious. So this homie once served on the defense team for Osama bin Laden. And he'd rather do that than defend Diddy. Diddy's lawyer doesn't want any part of the saga that is about to occur. It's Kash Patel, Diddy's lawyer. See ya. Sean Diddy Combs wants evidence suppressed, accusing feds of lying to get search warrants. Oh, really? So, okay, got it. So, weaponized federal government. Sean Diddy Combs' lawyers are pushing to have some of the evidence obtained during the raids on his home in L.A. suppressed, accusing the feds of lying. 55-year-old disgraced music mogul's defense team says authorities made false statements and omitted critical exculpatory evidence when they sought search warrants. Okay. Got it. So what does that mean? That means they got all the evidence. That's what that means. What does that mean? That means they have everything. Apparently there are literally tapes of this all over the place. According to Hollywood A-list lawyers, they're being sold. Diddy with more famous A-list celebs being shopped around, lawyer says. The purpose of this, of course, would be to have somebody go buy it, for hundreds of millions of dollars in order to keep it under wraps. But who is a more famous A-lister? Is it Barack Obama? I mean, these are the questions, these are like the real questions you got to start asking. Like, who were the most famous A-listers? Who are more famous than Diddy? He's a pretty famous guy, right? About as famous as you can get. So who's more famous in these tapes? Really makes you wonder. It makes you wonder why they ran such a wrap-up operation before Trump, Kash, Bongino, Pam Bondi could all get in there. But they're in there. Apparently, the lists are on the desk. So Trump's going to lock in this promise. And whew, baby, we will be watching. No home for predators around here, ladies and gentlemen. And Pam Bondi's brought back the death sentence from a federal level. So here we freaking go. We're ready to cook. And Diddy's cooking in his cell. Yeah. This is the moment we'll be fighting. Join us, ladies and gentlemen, covering the golden era that not even the lawyers for Barack Obama can defend against. Yeah. And under no circumstances can that continue.